Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a BH Cosmetics first impressions on the Loveable Lash Mascara in black, or true black, and the BH liquid eyeliner also in black. Now when I made my first order through their website, I got a few items free, like including these, and I think I might have got something else as well because it was like £20 and over or something like that. So I thought, why not do a first impressions on these products. So I'm going to be doing like a little demo-y bit, obviously, applying them, and then I'll come back later on to see how they wear. So I think I'm going to start with the eyeliner. I haven't used a felt tip applicator pen like this for ages, except for one of my coloured ones, but I mean I rarely use these applicators anyway, so it might be a bit awkward, and sorry if I come out of frame when I do it. So it looks like a really rich black, so I'll just swatch a bit on my hand, and that is nice. It's got a nice wet consistency, but I think it'll be nice to apply. So to stop it from drying out, I'm just going to stop talking and apply it now. I think I'll just do my signature wing. So I usually start from the centre and just go further in if I need to. Yeah, that was really easy to do and got quite a nice point. I don't want to mess it up, I don't want to bring out the wing any further, but that's actually really nice. Just come a little bit closer. I didn't even need to go all the way. I feel like I had a very steady application, it was quite easy to manoeuvre. Sorry, I'm also looking in my mirror. And yeah, quite easy to do. So I'm going to do the other eye, which is probably going to go dreadfully wrong. Okay, so I never get my wings even, but that just applied like a dream. I usually struggle with one eye. If one eye's really good, the other eye comes out really crap, but I think it was really nice actually. It was super easy to do, and yeah, I hope it lasts quite well. As for packaging, the box it comes in is quite nice, you know, it just keeps it sleek. It's a nice feeling kind of box. The packaging is relatively simple, just completely black, you know, nothing special. In terms of prices, I'll try and find out for you and list it down below, but as I said, these were free gifts for spending a certain amount of money. The time right now, as I'm applying all of this, is just gone 10:30, so I'll come back obviously in a couple of hours after I've applied my mascara, see if anything's crumbled, anything's sort of worn off or lost its intensity. See how the mascara fares. So yeah, I'm going to apply the mascara now, which again is in true black. Yeah, so the packaging of the mascara is definitely more eye-catching. It's got more this rose goldy kind of lid that kind of carries through to the font and the print of writing, which is a bit more pinky in colour with a nice black background. Quite nice. Let's open it, see what this brush is like. Okay, so it's relatively big. It tapers into one of those sort of pine cone kind of things. It smells like chocolate. It smells really nice actually, but yeah, so I usually stay away from really big brushes. This is probably the biggest I will go nowadays. I used to love massive brushes, but I thought no, they're too messy. So yeah, this is probably the biggest I will go nowadays. Looks really nice. The brushes, as I said, they're tapered at the top, but they're not too long. They're quite short and brittle into themselves, so let's see what that does. I'm not too sure what the mascara claims to do, so before I apply it, I'll just quickly look it up. Okay, so I'm just going to read off the BH Cosmetics website what the mascara claims to do. Also, apparently right now it's 41% off and it is currently $5, so you know, relatively cheap. Doesn't say, oh, the original price is usually $8.50, so it's not too bad for mascara. So it claims to be a lengthening and volumizing formula infused with botanical humstance that work to nourish and love your lashes while you wear it. Okay, so it's supposed to be a nourishing formula. Its buildable formula contains panthenol, jojoba and aloe for soft sexy lash that's never clumpy or dry. Okay, so it claims not to clump or crumble with the dryness. It's got loads of rich oils to nourish, and it claims to lengthen and volumize. Now, I don't think mascaras can do both. I feel like they can either do one or another. I don't know how they can claim to do both, but we'll find out when I apply it. So yeah, that's also $5 at the moment, and I'll search quickly for the eyeliner. So that is 33% off at the moment, and it's $4, and it's usually $6. That's also described to be an easy to use, quick drying and highly pigmented liquid eyeliner. Has perfectly thin tip to achieve precise application. Go from thin and defined to bold and dramatic in just one stroke. This long lasting formula is smudge proof, so it will outlast even the longest of days. So we'll see if that's true for the eyeliner and if that's true for the mascara. So I'll just dive in right now and apply the mascara. So I just start from kind of like the root to the base. I don't really have a sort of way to do this. Just kind of slap it on any old way. And I don't tend to apply too many coats. The most I'll go usually is just 2 coats, and they're quite light ones that I do. I don't like the feel of a heavy mascara on my eyes. I don't like to feel like it can crumple at any moment. Don't forget the inner lashes, and if I do my bottom eyelashes, I usually just do one little coat, so I'll do that just for the sake of this video, because I don't tend to do the bottom lashes that often. So that's one coat. Can you see that? I'm also looking at the camera again, compared to no coats on my other eyelashes. I feel like it's really nice. It's not like this one coat is not a major difference, but it's really nice and kind of like a wispy eye, quite feathery. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just gonna apply another coat to the top eyelashes on this eye, and then I'll move on to the next one. Also, I don't wait for it to dry completely, just because I feel like I'm raking through my eyelashes and I'll probably lose some. But I like wait for it to be like semi-dry, I guess, or sometimes I just apply it straight on top. And sometimes I go back behind it just to make sure I'm coating everything. Okay, right, I have smudged my eyeshadow just a little bit. I think it was when I went backwards, just because it's quite a big brush, you have to be kind of delicate with it, I suppose. So I did make a little mistake, but it's nothing too serious. I could always like Q-tip it away if I need to. And I'm just going to do the same on my other eye now. I usually end up like on this eye smudging the brush over here, so it doesn't seem to make my hand want to do that, so that's good. I'm kind of talking a little bit more softer than usual, if you've noticed in some of my videos, because my brother and his girlfriend's moved back now, and I'm a bit funny filming in front of more than like one person. Well, I don't film in front of anyone, but you know, with people in the house. So I'm a little bit more mellow. I'll probably become more lively in future videos. I'm just a bit funny at the moment. Whilst that's drying a little bit, just gonna do the bottom. And then apply a second coat to the top. Okay, so I always think that my right eye is the best eyelashes anyway, so I can see more of like sticky out ones and it kind of dries a bit funny on those, but it's quite a nice application. I don't think it's anything spectacular at the moment, like I couldn't build it up considerably like it claimed you could, I think, yeah. And I don't think it's done too much for lengthening. I can see a little bit of volume, just a little bit, and it has added maybe a tiny bit of length. So I'll see how these both wear during the day, and I'll come back in the evening and tell you what the time is and everything. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next bit. Hiya, so it's time to do the follow-up little conclusion part to my thoughts of wearing both these products during the day. Guess I should take my glasses off for this. So it is currently 6:17, oh, it's just turned 6:18, and first I'm going to be talking about the performance of the eyeliner. So I can see that right by the outer corner of my eye it has worn, it has gotten like wet from, I guess, where my eyes have weeped maybe. So it has like cracked and come off and smudged around there, but I'd expect that from any eyeliner. It doesn't claim to be waterproof or anything, so I was expecting that, 'cause it's just what I'd get. The actual like intensity of the eyeliner hasn't changed at all. Obviously it's dried, so it's more matte, I suppose, but like the intenseness, like the blackness of it has not dissipated, except for that little tiny corner that I was expecting. Yeah, it hasn't really worn much then there, so that's really good. So I'm just going to do a checklist, reading what it claims to do and if I think it succeeded in that. Okay, easy to use, definitely. I think the fine tip application makes it really simple and quite fluent to get such an easy line and make it really precise. So it also achieves precise application, as it claims to do, as well as being easy to use. Quick drying, yep, definitely quick drying, but it's not so fast that if you try to go over it again it's going to crumble. It's quite nice, it's sort of, it dries nicely and it's not difficult to build on top of. Highly pigmented, definitely highly pigmented. Like even now, wearing it for quite a few hours, it's still as intense as when I put it on and let it dry. I definitely think you can go from thin to bold, because as you saw I was quite thin into the middle of my eye and then I turned into that cut eye, so I could build it up into the thickness that I desired, and it was easy to do so. Long lasting and smudge proof. I'd say it's long lasting, but it's not smudge proof. As I just said, it did smudge in the corners there, where you'd kind of expect it. For the main part on the actual eyelid, it's held up pretty well. So yeah, I would say it's long lasting, but as soon as water goes on it or whatever, it's not smudge proof, so that's a no. Now, would I buy this? Personally, it's nothing spectacular. It does what it claims to do, and that's great. The sale price is really good. The original price of $6 is pretty good as well. I just feel like it's the same as most eyeliners. Nothing spectacular. They do have a cool range, a purple and a brown. Maybe if they expanded the colours it would be something more eagerly go to. But yeah, I feel like I could just maybe get the same results of any other eyeliner, but it did go on like a dream, and it's quite nice. So I'm kind of 50-50 with it. No faults really, but it's not spectacular. Maybe if it didn't wear and smudge there, maybe I'd be like, yeah, definitely want it, but it's just an eyeliner. So I'll go and talk about the Loveable Lash Mascara now. So I didn't find that this crumbled during the day, nothing flaked off, but I completely changed my mind about how I felt it improved my lashes. Earlier on I said that it made more volume rather than length. I've completely changed what I feel of that now. I think it did lengthen my eyelashes much more than it volumized it. I can't really see any volumizing going on, but I can definitely see a change in length. Especially on this eye, which is like my good eyelash eye. It's quite nice. I wouldn't put it over my Miss Manga one though, because I think that gives just a bit more length and it's more of a feathery appearance, which I like more. So although this one gives me a wispy eye, it's not as delicate and doll-like looking than that one. And I'm not just saying that because it's called Miss Manga. So let's just do the checklist again. So this is lengthening and volumizing. Again, not much to the volumizing, definitely lengthening, but not incredibly so. Do my eyelashes feel nourished? I can't really feel a difference on them, so I wouldn't really know how to answer that. I guess I'd say no, because I can't feel them. Like if I was to touch them, they feel like dry, not crispy, but you know, that dry feeling that most mascaras have, so I'm gonna have to say no to that. Never clumpy or dry. It's not dry to put on, but as I said, touching it now, obviously it feels dry. Didn't get any clumps, it just grasped onto like my eyelashes that are hanging down, made them look a bit bleh. but no general clumps or dryness. Buildable formula, I wouldn't say it's exactly buildable. I think if you let your eyelashes dry completely and then put a second coat on, it's a bit difficult to get any more from it. It just kind of gathers together. So if you do what I do and put another coat on straight after, or after like a couple of seconds, you're going to get more of an effect of that buildableness. It's not going to clump as much, and I think I managed to achieve that with the technique that I use. So if you do it like I do it, then yes. If you leave it for a long time and then apply a second coat of mascara, it's not going to be buildable really. Would I buy this mascara? I don't see why not. It's a nice mascara, pretty much does what it claims to do, but I've got other things that are more accessible to me. Like I said, my Miss Manga mascara, it's in the drugstore, I can just pick it up and go. This one I have to wait a couple of weeks maybe, or I think it took a week for my BH Cosmetics bundle to come. So obviously with these I have to order it, wait for it to come out of my bank, and then wait for it to arrive, so it's just more of an effort. However, if I do go on to BH Cosmetics and order something specifically, and say if I've gone over the limit, or if I'm just on there making an order anyway, I would probably add these to my basket just because they are quite nice. Again, nothing exceptional, but they do the job and they do it quite well. Super easy to get off. So that is my first impressions of the BH Cosmetics Loveable Lash Mascara in True Black and the BH Liquid Liner in Black too. So thank you very much for watching. If you've tried any of these, or if you want me to try any other products, just let me know and tell me your thoughts on what you think of the brand as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.